actually talk a lot about being transparent, being
Always,
honest,
always.
being even good news or bad news.
Whatever it is.
Is that because, I mean,
Are we on?
are we on?
Oh, sorry.
Is it? No, it's fine. That's not actually something that's really that common. I mean, people are very easily would want to give you good news, but giving bad news and giving the bumps in the road, you're very quick at reporting that with your investors or your partners or anything that happens. Where did that come from?
That my father taught me that, son.
Oh, really?
That simple. My father was super honorable,
Yeah.
super straight,
Yeah.
always the truth. People adored him. And so I learned it from him. And as you know, most of my friends are like that. So it's not unique to me.
Yeah.
As the saying goes, birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
So that's who I flock with.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's something that for me, my name, my reputation is incredibly important, not a little bit, incredibly important.
Reputation, and that goes into how do you view relationships? Because this business, a lot of it is relationships based, is reputation based. How do you view relationships and keep those relationships? I mean, you have a big heart, so everybody that you've done business with, you care about to a certain degree on a personal level. But how important are relationships to you, and why? And that?
To me, and I think you've heard me say this before, the relationship is more important than the deal.
Yeah.
The relationship is a lot more important. And that's why I have to be, not only because of me, because I'm the one who has to be happy with me. I'm the one who has to look at me in the mirror every day, and I have to be happy with that person. So it's very important to be transparent with my friends, with my investors, with everybody, because if not, I'm not going to be able to live with myself.
Right.
And I love people, as you know, and so it's not hard for me to do.
Okay. Here's a more technical question, and I wasn't sure how you were going to answer this. I don't know if you consider yourself, I mean, there's a word family office, but how do you get from being a mom and pop investor to being institutional, or what's the difference in terms of sophistication, in terms of, I mean, the capital requirements are going to be different, but why is a mom and pop or family office different than institutional or private equity?
I don't think it's different. It depends on your philosophy.
Right.
I don't consider myself institutional
Right.
because it's really a family business. So I don't consider myself institutional. But it is, to me, it's the same. Like if I had ever wanted to go and raise more money to do the deals and get bigger and all that, it probably would have achieved it because of reputation, because of track record. So I probably would have done it. I didn't have an interest in that myself because of I enjoy the relationships very much.
Right.
And maybe that's one of the reasons why. It's not only the almighty dollar.
Right. So that's why you didn't want to grow into a bigger real estate company.
Risk as well, son.
Yeah.
Because to grow, either I needed to go out and look for more people to invest with me, or I had to leverage.
Right.
And I wanted safety. And that's why I kept it this way.
I think actually that's one of the main topics that I want to address with a lot of these conversations. It's the stability, the dependability of cash flow that if you get overzealous, a lot of people put their name on the line. They can lose everything if something happens or it goes wrong. And that's not the purpose of investing as a family office. I mean, it could be the strategy for a lot of people if they want to, but it's a different animal. And that might not be the goal of a lot of long-term investors that plan on passing wealth to the next generation and building something in a slow, stable, dependable kind of way.
Yeah, I mean, as you've also heard me say this before, son, I don't want to be the wealthiest guy in the graveyard. But I want to be one of the most liked guys in the graveyard. That I do want to be.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's why it's so important to me to do these things. And I will sometimes discourage an investor to invest with us. You know about one of them, I don't want to mention names, who was going to come into Carmel.
Yeah.
And I told him not to because I didn't think it fit his investing parameters.
Right.
And I was wrong because it did.
Yeah.
But I discouraged him of doing it.
Yeah.
And, he's done with me several deals and we are very close and he would do a deal with me in a second for that reason.
You've said actually that you should partner with people that have similar strategies and means and that could sort of be as flexible as you. Why is that something that people should care about?
Well, because of the philosophy of investment, son. If you are a person that's going to go for cash flow because you want a bigger return, because you need that money to live off every month, then I wouldn't be your guy. But if you want to put $1 that's going to be worth 3 or 4 in years to come, and you're going to get cash flow also, even smaller cash flow, then I would be your guy. So it all boils down to philosophy.
Come meet us over at signetinvestments.com. There you'll have access to our full podcast and articles archives. Also, if you subscribe there, you'll get new updates sent straight to your inbox. You can also find us across all social media platforms. Our handle is Signet Investing. Thank you and invest wisely.